Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We will call the May 15th meeting of the Common Council to order. I will ask our clerk to call the roll to determine a quorum.
Alderman Barzak.
Here.
Chaplesky.
Here.
Haas.
Here.
Lysick.
Here.
May.
Here.
Reinke.
Here.
Rote. Here. Vitale.
Here.
Weigel.
Here.
That's 9 present.
We have a quorum. I ask that you rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led this evening by Alderman Barzak.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have, moving to item D on our agendas, we have one item for public hearing. I'll ask our clerk to read item 1.
Resolution relative to determination of special use permit or extension of premises at Kegel's Inn, an existing restaurant located at 5901 West National Avenue.
Mr. Schloss.
Mayor and members of the Common Council, tonight we are fulfilling a requirement here related to Kegel's Inn, which is a popular West Allis resident that is looking to put outdoor dining on their east side of their building in the public right-of-way. The current zoning is C3. They want to establish the outdoor dining area as it relates to providing beer and meals outside. Their hours of operation are Sunday through Monday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., and they are required to provide 27 parking stalls. 16 have been provided. We've had no letters of communication in opposition. One of our requirements through the approval process is that they would get a minor grant of privilege, and they have to maintain 3 feet access for the public to proceed alongside of their building, as well as remove the bike racks that were recently installed in this general area. Planning Commission recommended approval at its April 25th meeting, and we've received no obligations to date. The tables themselves will be 72 inches, and there'll be 52 inches of walkway clearance, which is meeting the requirements of our engineering department. I gladly answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you for the presentation, Mr. Schloss. Are there any questions or comments from the Common Council?
Mayor Devine.
Alderman Weigel.
Patrick, could you just go back to the days of the week? Sunday through Monday? Shouldn't it be Monday through Sunday?
It's a very limited
Yeah, it's
seating.
very limited. That's just 2 days a week. I think that's.
I think they're working off an 8-day work week.
Oh, okay. That makes. Yeah, but there's twice as.
I
They're
will.
gonna have double the Mondays. They should double the Fridays.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Sure.
So what it means to say is 7 days a week.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments from the council? Seeing none, are there any comments or questions from the members of the audience? Okay, seeing none, we will close our public hearing, and we will go right on to item E, which is citizen participation. This is the opportunity for residents to address the council on any matter of interest to them. We ask that you keep your comments in this section to approximately 5 minutes. Is there anyone that wishes to address the council under citizen participation?
Hello, my name is Noah Lee. I live at 7026 West Rogers Street, and I just have a few things I'd like to say, a comment and then a concern. First, I, for those of you who don't know, was one of the candidates up for the vacant Alderperson 2 seat, and I just wanted to thank the council for the opportunity for applying for that position. There was a lot of great applicants, and even though I was not chosen, I think the person who was chosen will serve the district well, so I just wanted to thank you for that opportunity. The concern I have is regarding an incident that happened about a week ago. Unfortunately, there was a traffic incident on the corner where my house is located. I hit one of the light poles, and when the vehicle struck the light pole, it actually launched the lamp head from the pole, and it landed in my front yard. And this is concerning to me because, well, number one, if I had been in my front yard, and one I loved dearly was in my front yard, they could have been seriously injured by this incident. And the other thing that was disconcerting to me is upon speaking to the police about this, it's apparently not an uncommon occurrence when a light pole is struck for the lamp head to actually dislodge from the pole and be launched as a projectile in whatever direction opposite of what the vehicle struck the pole. And I have brought this up to Alderperson Weigel, and also I have sent in an individual request through the city, how can we help you website, with my concern about this, because you never want to have something turn from an incident which is localized to something that could fly anywhere. That could have went through the front window of my house, struck one of my children, and it's on a small, piece of metal and glass that was flying at least 50 feet basically from the corner to my house, and it could be apparently a lot further according to the police. When the pole is knocked down completely, they say they walk sometimes 6 houses down to find the head of the lamp. So just something I want to bring to your attention, for all your attention. Some of you already knew about it. So again, thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there anybody else in the audience that wishes to address the council under citizen participation?
My name is Scott Bauman. We have a business, my partner and I, on 106th Street, just south of Mitchell. I talked to Rosalie about a week ago Friday. Highway 100, 2 weeks ago, there was about a week stretch, and I'm here to publicly take the time to thank and compliment for the job that she did to forward me to Greg, traffic engineer. Traffic was just an absolute mess on Highway 100 for about a week. And the light at Lapham, where the old Sam's Club used to be, it was staying green on the east-west direction. And Highway 100, if any of you guys drove that stretch about 2 weeks ago, it was an absolute mess. One of the guys from our office took him 12 minutes to get from Lincoln. He was heading north from Lincoln to Mitchell. Took him 12 minutes. I called Rosalie a week ago Friday. She got me in touch with, gave me Greg's contact information. Monday morning, I just followed up with Greg, not to be a pest, but that's when the coworker had told me about the 12-minute issue, and he said he was going to get a hold of somebody at the state, which he did, and by the end of Monday, apparently somebody from the state was already out there and addressed it. So again, I want to thank Rosalie and Greg for what they did, and if you can pass it along, tell Greg to pass it along to whoever at the state. Because it was a great response, and it's been wonderful ever since. It was like 30 seconds. There was, you'd have it green going east and west, and no cars moving, for at least, half a minute or more, and that's why it was just an absolute nightmare. But so thank you very much.
Thank you. Are there any other members of the audience that wish to address the council under citizen participation this evening? Okay. Then we will close citizen participation. We will move to item F, which is an announcement of our standing committees and the room numbers they will be meeting in during our recess. They are listed on page 2 of your agendas. I have a handful of things under the mayor's report. A few weeks back, we held the Citizen Service Award Dinner at the Hampton Inn, and I just want to take another moment to thank Jeanette for putting this on, my assistant. And also, once again, just say thank you to all the residents and business owners and people that are involved in our citizen advisory committees. They put in a lot of hours, a lot of volunteer time, and all we really do is pay them with a dinner once a year. So it is much appreciated. Last night in this room, actually, along with alder people Lysick, Vitale, Rote, and Ranke, we held the West Allis, or I shouldn't say we, the West Allis Police Department held their officer recognition and community recognition awards ceremony, where they gave out awards to a lot of community partners. They gave out awards to a lot of civilians that had stepped up if they saw an officer in trouble or assisted in basically catching a bad person. And they also honored several officers from not only West Allis, but from the State Patrol and other neighboring departments that had helped out. They honored 2 canines, 2 dogs that had done exceptional service, awards of gallantry, excellence in policing, things like that. So I want to once again congratulate them, especially with it being Police and Law Enforcement Week. And also recently, a lot of you remember a story from last August where one of our firefighters was on vacation in Michigan on the coast, on the other side of Lake Michigan. And he grew up in that area and knew how quickly the currents could change. He, over the course of that afternoon, ended up rescuing 4 kids that had been swept out in the currents, and he was honored by Southeastern Wisconsin's Red Cross recently for the Hero of the Year award. And what I still find amazing about this is that he doesn't even consider himself a hero. He just thinks it's part of being a firefighter when you're out in the community. So that really speaks to the strength of his character. And I want to just mention that the awards keep piling up, and we are all very proud of him. Wednesday. Sunday, June 3rd, West Allis a la carte is coming. I'm not going to talk about that because you should all know what that is. And tomorrow night, around 5:30, there is going to be the 20th anniversary gathering at the log cabin at Honey Creek Park. There's just going to be some beverages and drinks and a few small remarks, comments. But 20 years since that log cabin was restored, a lot of students from the school district have been taking classes there and visiting that facility. So if you are out and about, it's supposed to be a nice night without rain, so feel free to stop by. That concludes the mayor's report. Do we have any reports from the alderpersons?
Mayor Devine?
Alderman Weigel.
I seem to be on a dog park kick the last couple of weeks. Our communications department announced West Allis WAGs. We're having a photo contest open to all West Allis residents. It's essentially for designing our city calendar for, yes, 2019, but we're soliciting contributions now, and the calendar itself will be a fundraiser for the planned community dog park. Details are available on the city's website and on the city's Facebook page. Essentially, we're asking people to send in pictures of their dogs. We're going to pick 13, one for the cover and one for each month. I imagine you maybe want to get like a December-themed one for December, but the pictures will be sorted through and judged by city staff. I don't think the winners get anything other than the knowledge that their dog will be in people's refrigerators all over the city. So, again, details on the city's website and Facebook page, West Allis WAGs. Thanks.
Thank you, Alderman Weigel. Any other reports from the alderpersons?
Mayor Devine.
Alderperson Reinke?
I wanted to make mention of Memorial Day. Memorial Day is the 28th of May. It's coming up, yes, already, very soon. We will have a parade at 10 o'clock on Memorial Day, and it basically will follow the route that we use for the July 4th parade. We'll put it that way. It's on July 2nd, but it's the July 4th celebration parade. It will probably, it's tentatively being planned right now. So they plan possibly starting on 81st Street and going down to 70th Street to Veterans Park, and that's where it will end there. I wanted to make mention also that Celebrations Committee is again supplying the lunch boxes for the vets that ride in the trolley. The trolley is supplied by Alderman Rote, and will be on hand to hand out the boxes as well as help me, Dan. The Boy Scouts, thank you. Boy Scouts will also be helping. So remember, we need people to watch the parade on the 28th at 10 o'clock in the morning. I did also want to tell you that the lunch boxes are provided by our cheese and sausage shop in West Allis. The sandwiches he is making, the cookies will be supplied by Heritage House West, and the fruit cups and the water will be supplied by the Care Center residential facility. So we do thank those supporters for helping us honor our veterans. This is what it's all about. We're honoring our veterans on that Memorial Day. So please come. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. Any other reports from the alderpersons this evening?
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Lysick.
I move for approval of the minutes of the Common Council regular meeting of May 1st, 2018.
Second.
We have a motion with a second by Alderman May. Are there any adjustments, changes, or amendments to the minutes? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. I will ask for a motion to place item 3 on file and refer item 4 to our city attorney.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Alderman May, second by Alderperson Reinke. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Standing committee reports, we have none.
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Lysick.
I move that we stand in recess until conclusion of the committee meetings.
Second.
There's a motion and a second by Alderman Vitale. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are in recess.